Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nadisha. So, um, quick message, or I'm gonna try to make this very quick. So I'm in New York City, and I watched Tina, Tina Turner on Broadway, right? And oh my gosh, the whole theater performance was so profound, and there were so many prophetic messages in it that I was like, I couldn't write anything down, I couldn't use my phone, I couldn't do any of that. So I was like, I'm gonna have to try to memorize it, right? Anyways, so about a whole year, over a year now, okay, God has been giving me these different celebrities. And basically, when he gives me these different celebrities, he's telling me to go look into their lives, okay? Go pull up their biography and go look into their lives, okay? Watch their story, go find out their stories, right? So anyways, by watching Tina Turner in on Broadway, I was able to just see a little snippet of her life and her story, okay? And I didn't know anything really much about her. So anyways, so basically, Tina, she, clearly she is a celebrity, and an amazing singer, right? But her life, her family life, her family background was messy, okay? A lot of what a lot of you guys have gone through and is currently going through, okay? All right, as a child, she was so gifted. She was always singing, right? And her mom, parents, I tell you, her mom was like, "No, stop! You're embarrassing me. You're too loud. You're too this, that." So basically, God gave her a gift. Her voice is her gift, and her parents shun that gift. Okay, her mom especially. And long story short, her mom rejected her. Her mom left, and her father left as well when she was at a young age, right? And it was her grandmother that raised her. How many of you guys can relate to that? Sometimes in life, you may not have the people you wanted to be there, but God still provided. You may not have had your mother or your father, but you had somebody. God sent somebody, whether it was a grandparent or an uncle or an aunt or a godfather. He sent someone, because God is not going to just leave you in the dust like that. Don't forget that He sent someone. Yes, you may not have had your mother, but He sent somebody. Okay, be grateful. All right, so long story short, she got, Ike, she got signed by, someone famous. And anyways, long story short, she got married, and she married Ike. We all know Ike and Tina. And Ike was very abusive, very physically, verbally, emotionally abusive, okay? And just treated her poorly. And it just goes to show you that, when you're gifted and you don't know who you are, you just take anything from anybody, okay? So long story short, when that marriage ended, she had to fight. She had to fight to gain her life back, okay? She had to fight to gain her career back, and a lot of you guys can relate. A lot of you guys can relate to fighting for what's really yours, okay? How many times you guys had an idea and somebody took credit for it? How many times you're like, no, I wrote that, and they never gave you credit, okay? You're fighting for that which is yours. Long story short, that marriage ended, and at the time when she needed it the most, God sent someone else, okay? He sent someone that was going to be her partner to this day. So I want to encourage you guys, despite the abuse that you've been through with other partners in your life, okay? Despite what they've done to you, whether they manipulated you or they physically abused you, God has not forgotten about you. God has not forgotten about you. Okay, and I know a lot of you guys were on this prodigal journey. Okay, but you guys aside, but there's other sets of you guys who you're waiting for God to send you someone, but best believe it, God has not forgotten about you. No, right when you need it the most, right when you need it the most, he will send you that person, just like he did for Tina. Okay, Tina was rejected by her parents. She actually thought that her mom did not love her. She was gifted, but she was rejected. And people saw her gift and they used and her abused her. So guys, when I tell you that God was protecting each and every one of you who are gifted, because he wanted you to see them before they saw you. Because if they had seen you before you saw you, if they had seen you before you knew who you were, they would have used you. There were some people who did still use you because they saw who you were. See, people can see greatness from a mile away. People can see greatness from a mile away. And there were some people who knew that about you and they used you. And some people tried to use you, okay? But there was other people, they didn't see greatness in you, and that was a gift. Because God needed you to see their characteristics before God revealed who you were. Because when you're walking around not knowing who you are, you take anything from anybody. Every crap from everybody, okay? But anyways, I know a lot of you guys' story looks a lot like Tina. Never feeling loved by your parents or your family, feeling very rejected, feeling very abandoned, okay, feeling like you have to climb this ladder of success on your own. No one to push you, no one to encourage you, no one to embrace you, no one to hug you, no one to love you, okay? And God is like, nah, I'm right here. I'm right here with you. Because at the end of the day, despite, just like Tina, everything that she has been through, she came out on top. She came out on top. And God is going to make sure that you come out on top. Why would he bother to give you that gift if he was not going to make a way for you to use it and for you to come out on top? Okay, let the things that you have gone through make you better, not bitter. Let them shape you into the person you need to be. All right? Because listen, man, you're going to come out on top. You're going to be a winner. All right? But, and there was one part in the performance that, was so profound, and that like hit me really that touched me because I've been there, where her mother, she went to visit her mother in the hospital. Her mom was dying basically, and she was like, Tina was like, what have I done to you? Why you didn't love me though? Like, why you didn't love me? And her mom was like, I really did love you. I really did love you. And she said, she wasn't going to be a good mother to her anyways. She didn't feel like she was going to be a good mother to her, and a lot of you guys have been there where you felt like your mother put either other siblings before you, or they shunned your gift, or they didn't recognize who you were, and all that, and you felt like they didn't love you. But can I tell you, and Oprah has a story about this too. Let me tell you, these great people, man, I'm telling you, they all have a story. These great people all have a story. And it's not truly, I don't think your parents or your mom or your dad didn't love you. It's from a young age, they see greatness in you. They've always seen greatness in you. And it's your greatness that makes them feel insufficient. It is your greatness that made them feel insufficient. That's why a lot of parents will tone their kids down, tell them, no, you're not going to make it, or deter them, because it's the greatness in you that makes them feel like they're not enough. Okay, and on her mom's dying bed, her mom said, I wasn't gonna be a good parent to you anyways. And how her mom was saying Tina didn't need her, and Tina said, but she did. But she did, you know? And I think that's what a lot of parents struggled with. They struggled with their own failure, their own path that they didn't take. So when they see that in their own child, it's like you're really shining a light onto who they are, and it makes them feel uncomfortable. So that's why they will put your other siblings before you. It's just this topic is so broad, guys. But yeah, so for those of you guys who have been there, you know, I truly don't believe that your parents didn't love you. I just believe that they just didn't feel like they were enough for you, because they saw greatness in you from the beginning. Let me tell you, parents can see greatness in their kids from a young age. Your parents knew you were great. Your parents knew you were going to be something great. They always know. They always know. And other people around you knew as well. Anyways, key points. Despite the rejection, despite the betrayal, despite the abandonment, God's got you. He put that greatness in your heart for a reason. He will take care of you, and He is going to find a way to get you there. Stay in faith, guys. Stay in faith.